But everything got to be balanced in the universe. It has to be a balance. Everything got an opposite for a reason. That's one of the points. Everything has an opposite. That's why shit. That's why shit do fuck up every time. People, we don't understand that. If shit ain't balanced right, it has to be balanced in the universe. Everything in this universe is a balance already, and you gotta go with the balance. If you try to do your own, you can't make your own road. You try to make your own road like on a freeway. Freeway turning, you gotta turn with it. You can't just keep fuck it. I want to go straight. I'm gonna keep going straight. You're gonna crash. You're gonna hit the wall because you gotta go with the shit how it's already made. There's a balance. Everything has an opposite in this universe. Everything balances the other counterpart out. If it don't have balance, it won't work. It won't go right. It's gonna mess up. Because everybody want to do this. They want to do what they want to do. They want to say what they want to say. They want to, go where they want to go type shit. And you can do that as long as it's balanced. The balance got to be there. If it's unbalanced, something's gonna go wrong every time. It has to. The universe cannot work off of unbalance, off of an imbalance. It has to be a balance there. Everything has an opposite, yin, yang, north, south. Everything has an opposite for a reason because that's how it's constructed. You must go with the construction. If there's stairs that go up and they don't go down, you can't get on the damn stairs and try to go like an elevator, even an elevator. It don't have no basement floor. It just got floor, the ground level, then floors above it. You can't get in that motherfucker trying to go press basement. Even if they have a basement button, a button that say B on it for basement, it ain't gonna go to no basement if there ain't no basement there for it to go to. It's not constructed that way. They didn't put it in there. Now you can go floors up because that's how it's designed. It's designed to go up. It'll take you up. It'll take you back down, but not below the ground level. That's as far as you go. There's no basement, right? So same thing with that. You just gotta go with the way it's constructed. There's already a design. The universe is designed to go this way. We can't change it because everything what it's seen. It ain't. We're not just shopping, going to get groceries because you like top ramen or noodles, or because you like whatever you like. You're not just buying it because I wanted to eat that today. Oh, I got a taste for this. Because sometimes I buy stuff I don't even eat it. What the fuck I bought it for? I wasn't even hungry. I didn't even really want it. It was just sit there, wasted. Because it wasn't about the food. It ain't what we think. The universe ain't what we think. We ain't doing what we think we're doing. We think we're going to work. We think we're going out shopping. We think we're going on vacation because we want to do that. Because we had to do that. It's more to it than that. It's more. This phone I'm holding, I'm not just holding a phone, talking to a phone for no reason. It's not really a phone, really. I mean, if you think about it, it's not. It ain't what it looks like. It sounds crazy, but trust me, there's neurologists and there's well educated people that can tell you this shit. That's how I felt about this shit. But it made sense. It made so much sense because I knew it. I just knew it. It clarified something in my mind I've been already was aware of. But the fact of the matter is, it ain't what we think it is. You think you are arguing with this guy about who got to the gas station pump first, and you think you guys are doing that, but you really, it's what it is right here, in our dimension. But somewhere else, it's a whole different process. It's a process that's taking place, and this is how we see the process. This is how we experience it. All right. See, I gotta go somewhere, so I won't be like, see, it ain't because I'm not going where I think I'm going. I have to go maybe because of a whole different reason. But it's not understood because we live in a simple existence to where if we try to comprehend what the hell we was really supposed to do, we wouldn't understand. It wouldn't make sense. It would be like somebody just farted in your ear and shit, and farted again. Just like a bunch of farts in you. They don't mean nothing, right? You can't even understand that. It's uncomprehendable. Like somebody told you this is what I want you to do. not the fart, but they just started making the sounds like. You like, what the fuck? I don't know how to do that. Okay, then, well, this is what we're gonna have to do. We got to break it down and give you a simple ass instruction like, go get some bread from the store. Oh, okay, I understand how to do that. Okay, well then do that then. That's why it's simplified. It's simplified just for us to be able to interact. If it wasn't, we wouldn't understand what the fuck was going on. We just hear. It's just going to be frequencies. It's just going to be noises. It's just going to be sounds. That's all. It will be frequencies of like, but you couldn't even hear it because we don't hear it because we don't have the ears to hear it in the first place. It's not made. Our ears don't pick up certain frequencies of sound anyway, so it ain't gonna. And light is a frequency. Everything's a wave on a frequency. So we couldn't understand that shit. We wouldn't know what to do with it. How do you put if you don't know what the fuck they even mean? So you gotta simplify it by giving you some simple instructions, like an understandable outlook, like a computer. Nobody can use a computer in DOS mode nowadays. You try to get somebody to use a computer, order something online, but do it through the DOS application. You know what I mean? Through the program, the software program, without the icons and all that shit. Just do it through with the code, the source code. Nobody couldn't do that. You couldn't even open a fucking web browser probably if you had to do it in source code. Because you don't know nothing about it. You don't understand this. A lot of people don't understand that shit. You gotta get training and educated to understand how to even enter these programming codes. And if you had to do it through a programming code, you wouldn't even understand it. You wouldn't like what the fuck is it? What is it's H dot backslash colon slice slash hyphen XX double X backslash upside down E P S slash quotation mark. It was like, what the fuck is that? But that's probably telling the software right there to make the background black or some shit. You wouldn't understand how to even use your computer or your phone. You wouldn't even be able to make a call or go on YouTube if you had to do it by using source code only instead of having a click touch interface. That's why life is the way it's simplified for us, so we can interact with it. Because what the fuck, we wouldn't be able to process these fucking frequencies. So it has to manifest itself as a fucking can. That can right there is there. Is there because it's there. So now it's right there, and I don't know what so I don't know what to do with that shit. I have to have something. Oh, I see a can. Do what I want to do with that can. You're supposed to throw it away or something, recycle it, whatever you're supposed to do. Then, okay, boom, you do that. You recycle the can, right? And now it can go on to where it needs to be to do what it needs to do. But if you just gotta, and you don't know what to do with that shit, you can't sit it anywhere. You don't know what to sit it. What you do is, and everything else is, and everything's just a frequency. It's hard to tell it apart. You wouldn't be able to understand what's going on. But that can and that can. Oh, I don't even show you all the cans, but it's not a part. You know what a can look like. Well, that one can and then another can. Two different cans, different soda companies, different brands. What makes them different? Right? Or because it's a root beer and that's a Sprite or whatever. Okay. All right. Now take away that root beer and the Sprite. You still got a can. What's the basis, the material, the location of that can? What makes that can not at that can? That can can't be that can because that can is there. So what makes a can not another can? Why can't that can be that can? Because it can't. You see what I'm trying to say? See? It sounds crazy. You just got to listen. Think about it. Really think about what I just said. Why can't that can be that can? Because it can't. It can't. It can't. That can cannot be that can. It just can't. It can't be that can because that can is that can and that can can't be that can. As simple as that, right? That's what I'm talking about. Think about it. Think about it. Break it down. What is it made out of? That can is made out of the same shit that can made out of. Also, the air is also made out of the same building materials that can is, and that floor, and that door, and that ball, and that hall, and that wall, and that everything is made out of the same building materials, but everything is still different. It has its own existence, right? It has its own manifest. It's there. It's its own input. Boom. It's an individual, you know, material. So that can ain't that can. That's basically what we got. All we gotta know is that this shit is more than what we think. This shit is real. This shit is really real. This shit ain't even real. That's how real that shit is. That shit is so real that this ain't real. This ain't real because that's more realer than this, and that's the real shit. And this ain't even real. This is real, but that's so real that this ain't even real. This ain't real because that's too real for this to be real. This gotta be fake once it relates to that, because that's real. That's real shit, man. Fuck. I don't know. It's hard to explain. You can't explain it. You just gotta know it. You gotta know you know what you know, because it ain't what you think. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I don't know. That's just something telling me to say all that shit. Like I said, we don't control what happens in this universe. This shit happens, and we just go along for the ride. Now we can steer it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those what's this shit called? Those little soap carts. You know what I mean? The soap box cart. You know, box cart little thing when they you know, they go get on the hill. They build a little cart. The motherfucker, you can just steer that motherfucker. That's all you can do is you steer it. I don't even know if the motherfucker have brakes or some shit. Some cases they don't even have brakes. I don't think. Some of them probably don't even have steering wheels. I don't know. You just know you gotta have steering wheel. You fucking wreck this shit. But either way it goes, you just go down a hill. You can't speed up. You can't slow down. You can't do none of that. Imagine you just are like a bobsled. Like a bobsled. Put it like that. Just scratch that shit. I watch, you know, from Cool Runnings. You seen the movie Cool Runnings, you know what I'm talking about. The bobsled, the Jamaican bobsled team. Okay. When that motherfucker get to going, you just along for the ride. You can just like lean with that motherfucker and help it go a little faster and shit. But you just whizzing through that. You along for the ride. You know what I mean? If you don't go with this lean and shit, your shit gonna probably flip over. So you better be in that motherfucker bobbing and weaving too, though. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. You can bob and weave in that motherfucker, but pretty much you on a destination from the top to the bottom. You can't stop. It's gonna go from the top all the way to the bottom. Nothing in between unless you flip that bitch over and you crashed it. Then pretty much somebody dead or hurt. Anyway, that's when the balance ain't there. There ain't no balance. This shit will fuck up every time. So it ain't balanced right. You ain't bobbing and weaving, leaning to the left when that nigga lean at, you know what I mean, at the right times. Then the shit may not even make it to the end of the damn shit. It's gonna crash right because it wasn't balanced. So with you in there bobbing and weaving, you gonna get to the bottom. But that's not the destination. You don't pick the destination. The course is set from here to there. The course is already set. From here to there, course is set. So now the course is set. You just along for the ride. You're gonna get from here to there. Whatever happened in between, you do have a little bit to do with whatever happened in between. You could, or you could just sit in that motherfucker, just go, let them niggas bob and weave. You just go along with the ride with that they doing. Or you may want to pitch in and you do your little weave and help it out a little bit, or you can't, or you might not want to, you don't have to, or whatever. You don't. You know, everything has a consequence. Everything everything has consequences for whatever action is an opposite and equal reaction. So for every action is an opposite or equal reaction. So whatever you do will affect something some kind of way. Even me making this fucking video will probably fucking change the course of shit from even. It'll change some shit. Some shit will be changed just by just doing that. Something simple like that. Nothing major, nothing big, nothing important. Just did that. And then now a whole chain of events is going to transpire as a result of that happening versus me not doing that. So be careful what you do, be careful what you say, be careful what you think, be careful what you speak, be careful what you breathe, be careful what you eat. Just be careful, man. You just can't be careful enough. Nowadays, you can't be careful enough. Motherfuckers is being too careful about the wrong shit, though. You see what I'm saying? You can't be too careful about the right shit. Never. You gotta always be careful about the right shit. But be careful what you're being careful about, because sometimes you're being careful about something that you don't need to be careful about, and that can get you hurt or killed or whatever too. But just pay attention and just listen and watch it, and use examples that were put there before you to always be able to decide what the outcome of something gonna be. You want to know what's gonna happen in a certain situation? Look at what's happened before. You know, not just one case, not just two. You might want to try to, you know, see as many as you can and see what kind of results you come up with then before you make a decision, or before you, like, you know what I mean, before you just say, okay, that's what it is. You got to go off of what you've seen before and what you've seen recently and what is mainly expected to happen. So you got to look at you got to get the statistics down. If you don't got statistics down, then you're going to be lost in that shit. You won't be able to determine. But if you just pay attention, you'll see that. You'll see shit just keep happening. Same shit always repeating itself. Shit going to continue to happen the same throughout the history, from beginning of time to the end of time. The same shit is going to continue to repeat itself, and we got to catch it. We got to pay attention to how this shit keeps returning. If you've seen something happen before, you might see it happen again. Or if you've seen something happen before, it could be related to something that may have happened then. Maybe something that hasn't even happened yet. See, it's all could be put together into like a puzzle. It's kind of confusing. So you get what happened before, and you get what is expected to happen, and then you put it with what you see happening, and try to see if you can fit in there. And it may or may not, or whatever. But that's it. This shit needs balance. If shit ain't balanced, it's gonna fuck up. It's gonna fuck up. Try to do it. Try to write a fucking anything. Man. Try to make a tire like a wheel for a bike and make that motherfucker unbalanced, wobbly and shit, and see how fast you can go on that motherfucker. See, just try it. Try it out. You think I'm lying? Try it out. Try that shit out. I done did it before, so try it out. You'll see that motherfucker is gonna be wiggly, woggly. You won't be able to go that fast on it, and if you do, the motherfucker gonna probably flip over. You're gonna fuck yourself up. But you can't fight what ain't right. I mean, you can't fight what's right. You know what I'm saying? You can try all you like, but you can't fight what's right. You can fight what's wrong all day long, but you can't fight what's right. You can't. That's real. That's real. That's real game. That's real wisdom right there. You can fight. You can't fight what's right. There you go. I'm like that damn nigga on the damn news thing. Do you teach a man to defeat? Oh no. No, but for real, you can fight all you like with what ain't right all night, but you can't fight what's right. It's just it ain't gonna happen. Oh no, man, I'm looking for this lighter anyway. We out. We is out. That's it. Game over.